Let's go to the next page, and we have a different chapter. This one is chapter 5, overview. And look at the complaint. The complaint is warm refrigerator are not as cold as usual. And look at the chapter qualifier, and you notice it's different from chapter 4. It said compressor is not running. So make sure you remember which chapter qualifier you go to. Compressor is not running, you go to chapter 5 overview. Compressor is running, then you go to chapter 4 overview. Because if the compressor is not running, it's not going to be that complicated to troubleshoot than the one with the compressor running. So let's go down. Let's say your refrigerator is not working or not as cold as usual, and you know that compressor is not running. You need to check your power supply. Make sure you got power. And the easy way for you to do that is open your refrigerator door. If you see the lights come on, that means you have power to your refrigerator, and you can eliminate that part. If there are no light in your refrigerator, you have to make sure the light bulb is not burned out, or you're gonna go do something there and then you figure out later that the light bulb is out. So make sure the light bulb is not burned out. If you see no light when you open the door, and if the light bulb is good, and you know there's no power to your refrigerator, and need to check your breaker, your outlet. Let's say you have power supply. The next one you want to check is your control. Temperature control, make sure it's on the on position. Some temperature control have an off and on position. Some of them don't. So make sure it's set at the design temperature at the design number. Make sure it's set correctly. And when you do that, turn your temperature control all the way to high. And if you hear the compressor trying to start, let's say yes, you hear the compressor trying to stop, and it's yes, and then we need to go down. What you need to check is check compressor starting components. What is your compressor starting components? You're gonna have your overload protection, you're gonna have your relay, and you're gonna have your run capacitor. So we need to make sure check all those is working. But most of the time I find that it's quicker to do is replacing all those components with the 3-in-1. And if the compressor is running, the problem is solved. If it's not running, replace your compressor or replace the refrigerator. If it's more than 5 years and cosmetic, it look bad, and replacing it. If it's under 5 years, you need to call a manufacturer. It's still on a warranty for the compressor. All the time it's warranty 5 years, and they will send a technician out replace for you free, or they will send you a new compressor. And let's say you replace refrigerator, or call technician to replace the compressor. And before you do the 3-in-1, check for power of the compressor. Make sure there's power come to your compressor. And let's say if you don't hear the compressor trying to start, it said no, then we see if do you have a Whirlpool flex tray ice maker. I think most of us don't have. Let's say that's going to be no, and then you need to check or replace the defrost timer. And because there's no power to your compressor, that means your defrost timer defective, because the power go from your defrost timer to the compressor. and check for power the compressor. And if you don't have there, still need to check or replay the cold control before you even replay the defrost timer, because the power is going to your temperature control first and then going to your defrost timer and then spread it out from there. And check or replay the cold control, or check and repair wiring. So that is for the chapter 5, and I'm glad all this is helping you on the field and safely troubleshoot. And always remember, before you do any work on electrical, turn off your power. Make sure you disconnect the power out from the outlet or turn off the breaker before you start anything. And have a good luck on field. Hello, welcome to my training session. This is the second video we working on the refrigerator. The first one we only talking about theory, basic, and how to read diagram and the basic of the components. This time we're going to have an actual refrigerator on the board, and we have a light here is a resemble of the flow of the electrical current to each component, and that board right there follow exactly what this diagram right here. And we're going to actually do the hand-on with the refrigerator right behind me. We're going to do some part replacement for some component, and let's do it in real time. Let's start with the board with the refrigerator. As we all know, we all wonder where's your electrical current going to stop and flow through in your refrigerator at the first time when you plug your power in, and where does it go after you turn the temperature control on, and where your power gonna go when the defrost mode is kick in. So let's start with this board right here as a brand new refrigerator we have. Let's plug the power in. As you see, this is a power plug, and let's start plug it in. And you see right there the light is present the electric current flow from the outlet to your temperature control, and it stops on this side because your temperature control is in the off position, so there's no power flow through this side. And if you go further more down, you will see power flow through the light switch, and it stops on this point. No power continue over to the light compartment because your light switch is in open position as the door closed. The light switch only activate when you open your refrigerator door. So let's see where the power is gonna go after you open your refrigerator door. As you see, its power continue pass through your light switch and go to your fresh food lamps and turn on, activate the lights. And as you close the door, the light goes out and the current is discontinued. Let's look at the temperature control. Let's turn it on and see where your power go to. As you see, power running from your temperature control to your defrost control on terminal 3, and terminal 1 is go back to your common. From terminal 3 to terminal 4, you can see it's continue, and you see the current flow through evaporator fan, activate the fan, and flow through your condenser fan. And you see the green light there, that means the fan is running, and it flow through your overload, your fan, your compressor relay, and as you see, your compressor is running. This current right here is in a normal running position of your refrigerator. Most refrigerators these days have called defrost free, and to do the defrost free, we have to have the timer, and that's what your defrost control do. And sometimes we call that a defrost timer. For this model right here, it's a GE and hot point, so it's running approximately around 6 hours and 33 minutes to around 8 hours, and some other model can be different. Let's say this unit is running for 6.5 hours and it's kicked in a defrost mode. As you see, when the defrost controls in a defrost mode, it discontinues the current from terminal 3 to terminal 4 to turn off your evaporator fan, condenser fan, and your compressor. All these three components is turned off. Discontinue running. Only thing you can see is defrost control is activate terminal 3 to terminal 2 to allow the electrical current flow through your defrost heater. As you see the red line, that means it's activate through your defrost thermostat. Your defrost thermostat is in closed position when it's cold, and it's open when it's warm or room temperature. Most defrost timer is running approximately about 15 minutes in the defrost mode. Even it's not reaching 15 minutes as a design, but the temperature is reached behind the evaporator to the set temperature on your defrost thermostat as the manufacturer setting. Your defrost thermostat will open and deactivate your defrost heater. Even your defrost timer is still running. So that's why it's gonna have it protected your refrigerator overheat or maybe on fire. So let's say this one is running for 15 minutes, about 10 minutes, and the defrost thermostat is open, and as you see, the defrost heater is turned off. Even defrost control still running. After 15 minutes, your defrost control go back to normal mode in the running, and it activate everything else, and it's go back to normal. So with this diagram right here, I hope we all can learn something today and understand more how your refrigerator electrical working and running, and I hope we all do better on the field. And let's do the next one as a hand-on replacement part, tools and components that we're gonna look next.